Hello, my love. I am back. Channel messages are back, and I am excited to tap into the message. There has been, my goodness, more than I can even probably explain that's been happening within this collective. You have felt maybe really lost, really unsure, doubting yourself, doubting your faith, doubting your capabilities, doubting your ability to receive, doubting everything. It's not been a positive mental space for a little bit. You may have been sick recently, like I was. You may have just been waiting for a sign, some sort of, support, lending hand, something to come in and show you the way. This message might be that. Otherwise, this message is going to be your reminder that you are the one with the reins. I feel like it's sometimes a frustrating thing to hear or to be told that it's up to you. And then when you keep trying and you keep trying and you feel like things still aren't working, that's when you start to question everything. Everything you've been building, everything you've built, everything that exists in your world. There just seems to be a massive question mark, 222, with everything right now. Even just a question mark like just sitting on my face is what it feels like. If you've been experiencing any of these things, then this message may be for you, so feel free to stay and listen. If you're wondering what the next step is, there is none. There's no step outwards, is what I'm hearing. There's only a step inwards. The guidance that's coming forward is just asking you to return to yourself. Return to nourishment, return to your womb, I'm hearing. Your container right now is leaking. And not because there's anything you've done wrong or anything you haven't done enough of. It's because you're still learning. You're in a whole new playing field when it comes to yourself and your world, and you are learning. Trial and error. You are not meant to be perfect. You are not meant to always be the master. It doesn't mean you aren't the one with the reins. You are. And you're the one leading. And you're the one igniting your own light. But it doesn't mean you need to have all the pressure sitting on your shoulders, on your back. You don't need to be carrying that. It's not about a better way to do things, it's about a better way to be. I just keep hearing nourishing. Right now, whatever nourishment you did not receive when you were a child is coming to the surface. And that is why everything feels likely very, very hard. Because you are returning to that womb space. You are returning to your mother wound. You are returning to everything that made you you. And if that love never came in to support you, it's likely that it was very hard to build on your own, let alone build a container or a space that can hold it, that is equipped. What you are currently learning, which are things you already know, but things that you're learning to practice, and you're not going to be perfect right now. It doesn't mean it's not good work, though. It doesn't mean you aren't valuable. It doesn't mean that you're a burden. Things aren't falling into place how you want them to or expect them to, because as much as your world wants to be the focus, right now you are the focus. And your external world is only going to become more difficult, more frustrating, more chaotic, until you return to yourself, to your source. There's like this missing link, is what I just heard. This missing connection, this missing stabilization. It's not being held upright. It's linked to your foundation. And it's got everything to do with self. Everything to do with self. You have so many links and connections and stable forces that are holding you up. But there is something that just needs a bit of tender love and care. So, yes, I'm asking you, your guides are asking you to return to the roots. And it feels frustrating to go back here because you think that after all this time, you don't have to do self-love stuff. You don't have to do self-care work. That was the beginning of your journey. Exactly. That's the beginning of your journey. And you have recently begun a whole new journey. So of course you're being asked to go back. But not because you've gone backwards, because you're going forwards and you're starting again. But you're starting anew. This is your foundation now. This is something that you've built and you're going to continue to build. There are things in your world that need you, not the you that you've always known, not the you that's gotten you by, not the you that survived. The you that loves. The you that believes you are worthy of nourishment, of support, of everything. This isn't even about solitude or isolation, although you may be feeling like you've been in hermit mode lately, or you feel like you've been a bit in your own world. But it's not about that. It's not about closing yourself off to do this work. It's not about closing yourself off of anything to do this work. You don't have to cancel anything, shut down anything. You don't have to stop anything. You just need to nourish yourself. Because this is going to set the tone for everything else that is to come. How you'll continue to maintain and build everything else that you want. This love that you give to yourself, that you hold for yourself, that you exist in the space of, and let it nourish you and your soul. This love, this mothering, is everything that you need to keep going forward. For you to start seeing things work, for you to start feeling like you're supported, that doesn't come from outside of you. The universe can only reflect what it is shown. The universe can only reflect what it is shown. And if you don't know what is nourishment to you, now is the time to learn. Now is the time to learn what nourishment you need. And only you will know what you need. If that means trying some things, or that means doing something brand new, if that means doing something that you haven't done in a very long time, ask your body will tell you. You don't even have to go, what do I need? You can list a bunch of things until your body says yes. Don't make it hard for yourself. Make it easy for yourself. Prop yourself up. Give yourself comfort. Make yourself feel cocooned and safe. Lovable. Worthy. Beautiful. All the things that you already are. But there is a new level of embodiment here that is required to continue creating the world that you want to live in. For everything to exist the way that you want it to exist, or that version of you is well nourished. And if you currently don't have the resources to nourish yourself in the way that you think you do, that's why I'm saying again, please just ask your body. Because it might just be some really simple things. Sunlight, water, rest, music, dancing, colors. I had colors, painting, or cleaning. Something that makes you feel warm and gooey on the inside. Painting your nails, even. Doing your hair, your skincare. Just being present. Being in nature. Create a new routine. Implement something that's available to you, because nourishment is available to you. Potentially your view on nourishment is a little bit warped because of certain wounding that you have, certain patterns that you have. But what I'm seeing is like this well that's, usually so full. But at the moment, no one can enjoy this well because nothing's been poured into it. It hasn't been taken care of. This well can't nourish your world the way that you want it to. And you can't receive nourishing from your world until you pour into yourself first. Set the tone. Set the tone. Show your universe how you want to be treated. That is how you will start to receive again. That is how things will start to work out in your favor. Because you're showing yourself that that is the standard. You're showing yourself and your world that that is the standard by doing yourself a favor. I love you guys. And I know that in this collective, it's been so heavy and so chaotic for so many different reasons. And it's not been easy. Not every day is easy. Some days have been better, some days have been worse. However, it resonates with you. You aren't alone, you aren't unsupported, but you need to set the tone. You need to remind yourself and remind your world why you deserve to be nourished, because you know you deserve to be nourished, because you are nourishing yourself. You are special. You are beautiful. You are full of love. And that doesn't mean that you're not allowed to get frustrated with things and that you aren't allowed to feel the emotions. No, feel. Let things flow. But keep coming back to that self-nourishment. I know you don't want to hear this, but this is part of the process. It is. And I can't see when or how it's all going to work out. All I know is that if you show up for yourself, your world has nothing to do other than reflect it. So make sure you do that. I love you, and I will see you in the next channel message. My clarity channels are still open. If you're needing any extra support, check out my services. That's what the space is for. Let yourself feel loved. I love you.